Welcome back to the Jurist Prudence channel, the home for summarized case laws, legal procedures and definitions. A warm thanks to all returning legal minds. And a bomb shout out to all the new ones. We highly appreciate your love and support, and we have made playlists to categorize our videos, so that you do not struggle to find your favorite. Links to the playlists are attached below. Just as this video is titled, we shall proceed with wrongfulness under the scope of the law of delict. If you need a quick recap on what a delict is, do not shy away from watching the video in which we meticulously covered this term. An act which causes harm to another is in itself insufficient to give rise to delictual liability. For liability to follow, the act must be wrongful. Without wrongfulness, a defendant may not be held liable. The general norm or criterion to be employed in determining whether a particular infringement of interests is unlawful, is the legal convictions of the community. To determine whether or not conduct is wrongful, there are two following questions that need to be asked. Is there a legally recognized interest that has been infringed? Secondly, was the legally recognized interest infringed wrongfully or in an unreasonable manner? If the answer to these two questions is yes, then the conduct is wrongful. The application of the boni mores criterion essentially entails ex post facto balancing or weighing up of, on the one hand, the interests which the defendant promoted by his act, and on the other, those which he infringed. Court must weigh the conflicting interests of the defendant and plaintiff, and the social consequences of imposing liability in similar instances. Then decide whether the infringement of the plaintiff's interest was reasonable or unreasonable. In doing so, various factors such as the nature and extent of the harm, whether the harm was subjectively foreseen or reasonably foreseeable, and the values of constitution are considered. And yes, the legal convictions of the community must incorporate the values of the Constitution. The boni mores criterion is an objective criterion. The objective nature of the boni mores test appears from the fact that subjective factors, such as the defendant's mental disposition, knowledge and motive, normally do not play a role in determining wrongfulness. If a factual infringement has taken place, that can be a pointer to the wrongfulness. Secondly, it can constitute a prima facie wrongfulness, or thirdly, it can create a presumption of wrongfulness. However, not all factual infringements of interests are prima facie wrongful. Generally, infringements by way of omission, pure economic loss, non-physical personality infringements such as defamation, infringement of dignity and infringement of privacy, and indirect infringements of the goodwill of an undertaking, are examples of factual infringements that do not constitute prima facie wrongfulness. Moreover, an infringement that is prima facie wrongful is not necessarily conclusively wrongful. A further investigation is necessary. It may be that on closer examination, the apparent wrongfulness is actually not present, because the causing of damage is legally excused or justified in the particular circumstances. After all, the legal convictions of the community do not condemn all actual infringements of another's interests. Certain legal norms permit a person to cause damage. In other words, damage may be caused in a lawful manner. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Jurist Prudence channel. Thank you for watching thus far. Be sure to turn on your notification button, as we will be continuing with wrongfulness. We wouldn't want you to miss it. Please leave us a like, comment and share with your colleagues. We are forever your law buddy, until the jury do us apart.